Alright, so now let's create the meat and vegetables. For this, I will use a cube as a meat. Make it smaller. Move it here so I can see what I'm doing. And basically, it's gonna have like a simple shape. Let's move this vertex up, and this one we move it also up, but not too much. I think this is enough. Now I say A to select everything and create a bevel so it has smooth edges. Let's say something like this. Okay, go to object mode, right click, shade smooth, and this is our meat. We don't need something too complicated because this will be in small pieces and it's good enough. Let's bring it up, GZ, GY, and I'll make it like this to be inside a bit. Let's make it more on the z-axis, more taller, and let's rotate it in a direction and move it down. And now let's place more of them and also rotate them to not be the same because they're gonna look weird if they are all in the same direction. So now I just duplicate it, cancel the z-axis, move this one here, rotate it, shift D, and move it here, shift D. Let's cancel the z-axis, pressing shift Z so I don't move it up, just like this, and rotate it a bit, no matter which direction, if it looks good. Shift D and say shift Z to cancel the Z axis, and I think this one I want to move it more up, so I press GZ and G, cancel the Z axis and move it around here, rotate it a bit, shift D, shift Z, rotate it, move it here, rotate it a bit, and now you can create as much meat as you want because this is your noodles, so you do what you want with them. But if you create too much, it's gonna look weird. Okay, this looks good. Let's create some here because it's too empty. Shift D, I took two of them. I move them here and rotate it on the Z axis. This is enough. Okay, so now let's create some green stuff. Let's say maybe celery or whatever they put inside. Depends on the noodles, but let's create something to add a bit of a color when we're gonna add the materials. Oh, and before that, actually, let's do something here. Let's take all these cubes that we have here. These cubes are the meat. Press Ctrl J. It is very important to do this now. Now, when you are happy with what you have, alright? Okay, good. Now let's create the green stuff that is gonna be inside. Let's create a plane and move it here to the side. Press 7 to see top view. With this plane selected, I'll go to edit mode. Press Ctrl R to create a loop here in the middle. And select this left vertex and delete them. X vertices. Now go in object mode. And here to modifiers, we add a modifier named mirror. Exactly like this. Now go back to edit mode and select here clipping, and let's create an interesting shape. I bring it like this, closer. Actually no, I'll bring it here. Yes. And this one I bring it like this, and this one I bring it down. Very good. And this one around here. And now I select this vertex and this vertex, so these two here, and I say right click, subdivide, And here on subdivide, when I open this panel, I see 5. Number of cats, I want 5. So they created 5 vertex for me. And I will take each of them, not each of them, this one. I take this one, okay? Not this one, not this one, this one. And I move it inside. And you see, because I have mirror, it mirrors the other side the same. And now I skip this, and I take this one and move it inside. Skip this, select this one, move it inside. Something like this. And over here, I think I want another one. So I select the bottom one and the right one. I click subdivide. It gives me only one. And with this one selected, I'll move it like this. And now I select all of them from the right, so not the ones from the middle, and press Ctrl Shift B to bevel this and make it look like a leaf of some sort. Good. And now I take the middle part, and only the middle part, I move it down. G, Z, I move it a bit down. Like this. It's enough. Now go in object mode, apply this mirror, and that's it. Make it small, small, small. And move it a bit up, and let's move it on the x-axis. Actually, let's go to top view. So we move it here inside the noodles, then bring it over the noodles, maybe a bit more small, GZ, move it inside. Then now you have to just position it in ways that you feel it looks good. Shift D. So it can be also under the noodles a little to show between. I'm just positioning this, a few of them. I don't want too many. Also rotate them. And when we're gonna add the materials, this is gonna bring a bit of color to the noodles. And let's make this one bigger to have some of them bigger. I feel it's enough. If we need, we can create more after. Actually, let me create one more around the middle and move it up. Like this. And you see, like all the leaves that I put, they are between, inside the noodles, because I don't want them to show too much. And if I feel like I don't have enough, I can add more later. Now let's select all these leaves. So not plain one. Plain one is the package. Actually, let's rename it so there is no confusion. Package. And here we're gonna see meat. And here we're gonna see noodles. And I don't know what is this plane. I'll delete it. Okay, so with all these planes selected that I have here. Oh, now I notice that I don't have any here and here, but it's fine. They don't have to be everywhere. Okay, press Ctrl J to join everything together and call this. I'll call it green stuff because there is nothing specific, just green stuff. Okay, so this is how you created the leaf and the vegetables.